And then look at the road kung gaano kabilis mag-accelerate. Okay, let's take this turn. Medyo mabilis at 40, 50. Ooh, maganda. Okay naman. Do a U-turn here. Madali lang ba siya mag-U-turn? Nice. Ayan, oh. Pero yung lightness, yung when you step on the pedal, yung response nung motor, para ka lang nagda-drive ng maliit na kotse. Okay, let's do it again. Ayan. BYD Philippines just won't stop surprising us with new energy vehicles that are jam-packed with technology, full of creature comfort and value for money. There was the subcompact SUV Atto 3, the luxury SUV Tang, the luxury sedan Han, the Dolphin, and just this year they launched the Sea Lion 6 that I liked so much, and then the Seagull, and then just recently the Seal, the high-performance Seal. And we thought that was it to close the year. Pero hindi, meron pa pala. What we have here today is the new BYD Seal 5 DMI. It has the Super DMI technology. So kapag sinabing Super DMI, this is a plug-in electric vehicle just like the Sea Lion 6. The BYD Seal 5 DMI comes in two variants, the Premium and Dynamic. This very elegant black one right here is the Premium. The front has LED starlight headlights and borderless lattice grille. The side profile shows its long sloping and sharp body. The Premium has 17-inch blade-shaped wheel hubs. Both variants have the same dimensions. The BYD Seal 5 DMI is longer, wider, and taller than the Honda City, Toyota Vios, and Altis. It also has the longest wheelbase, which means it has the roomiest cabin. The BYD Seal 5 DMI is a plug-in hybrid, which means there are three ways of charging the battery. Number one, by plugging it to a charger. Number two, it can be charged by its gas engine acting as generator. And number three, via regenerative braking. The motor of the Premium can produce a maximum power of 197 PS and 300 Newton meters of torque. The gas engine has a maximum power of 106 PS and 135 Newton meters of torque. Not one of its competitors that I mentioned is a hybrid. The Premium has an EV range of 115 kilometers, top speed of 100 kilometers per hour, with a blade battery capacity of 18.3 kilowatt hours, the same as the one you can find in the Sea Lion 6. With the 60 liters of gas, the extended range can go as much as 1,240 kilometers, while the Dynamic has a shorter EV range of 50 kilometers and a smaller battery with 8.3 kilowatt hours. The Premium has cruise control, front and rear sensors, 360 camera, TPMS, EBD, traction control, etc. Both Premium and Dynamic have 12.8 rotating touchscreen and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is the key fob. You have three buttons here: lock, unlock, trunk, and remote start. So let's lock it. It's actually locked already. You get that short horn and flashing of the turn signal. And let's try open or unlock. The side mirror unfolds. Let's open the trunk, press twice. There you go. But of course, this will not close automatically. And for the remote start, press and hold. There you go. The side mirror opens, and if you look closer inside, the car is already started. Then you press this to open the door. If you left the AC running, then it will automatically turn on. So the AC is running already. And here on the side, you have a push button to release the physical key. Okay, let's go inside. Currently, the car is locked. You need to press this. You don't really need to take out your key fob. Just press this and it's unlocked. Inside the Seal 5, first thing I noticed is this. Medyo makapal yung molding niya dito sa gilid no? I'm not really sure what's the purpose. Parang malaki, makapal. Napansin ko kaagad. Parang nakikita ko lang. I mean, I would normally see this sa mga bulletproof na car, di ba? Makapal yung dito. So, I'm not really sure what's the purpose. Siguro for additional sound deadening. Maybe. I'm just guessing. I'm not really sure. And right here, maganda yung texture. It's plastic. No. There's a soft material. It looks leather. And then, maganda tong plastic na to. I think it's vinyl. Nice texture. And you have this chrome accent here. Your door handle. And most likely a tweeter. And then, you have leather feel na material. Pero hindi siya very soft. Almost like plastic. Nice stitching. Blue, light blue and white. And you have a leather here. And then some storage. And your main speaker. And button to open the trunk. And the fuel tank lid. Power seats for the driver. Manual adjust for the passenger. Steering wheel is adjustable, tilt, and telescopic. And we have this familiar instrument cluster. Familiar na tayo sa layout, sa UI ni BYD. There's your, what do you call this, indicator ng power consumption if you are regenerating. And here, there is this, medyo familiar na rin tayo with the display to show which one is consuming what energy. So right here is the battery. Later, pag tumakbo na tayo, it will show if the battery is discharging and if the gas engine is helping, right? So you have your two front wheels here and there's your motor. And just like any BYD, signature na to ni BYD, we all know that this screen can rotate from horizontal to portrait. You can either press it there or use the button here. Let's swipe to the next page. You have here Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I also like the design of the dashboard, although it's no longer surprising to me anymore after reviewing several BYD cars. So medyo familiar na tayo with this layout. But one thing that's a little bit distinctive of this Seal 5 is this material. Gusto ko tong texture na to. It's plastic but it has a nice texture. There's also ambient lighting but since tanghaling tapat, masyado maliwanag sa labas, it's difficult to show the ambient lighting. Down here, you have your two aircon vents and there is a wireless charger. Ayan. And it's fast. It's responsive. Mabilis niyang na-detect yung phone ko even with a thick casing. Alright? And then here you have two small cup holders. And then down here you have your rotary electric shifter, reverse, neutral, drive. And then your start-stop button and selection for EV or hybrid. And this is for the drive mode if you want snow, grass, and so on. And then here you have auto for to set your AC to auto, like that. Let me just lower down the blower para hindi masyadong maingay. You can use your 3 fingers like that. Ayan. To change the temperature ng mabilisan, 3 fingers, up, down, like that. Select your temperature. Right now, I want it to the lowest because it's hot outside. And then here is your drive mode. You have 3 selections: Sport, Eco, and Normal. Then down here is your electronic parking brake and auto hold. Again, I like this material, itong plastic na to. So they tried to move away from the black piano finish. So parang yun ang naging ginamit nilang material. All the way from the side molding to the dashboard. All the way here, there, and then dito sa center console. Nice. Hindi siya dumihin, not high maintenance. Here on top of the center console box, there's an NFC signal for your NFC card. And then up here we have a light headliner, visor with vanity mirror, no LED, no lamp. Let's see the passenger side, vanity mirror, no lamp. And then here you have your lamps for the driver and the passenger, and storage for your eyewear. And then what else? The button to open and close the sunroof. But of course, you don't want to use that anymore since there is a voice command as a standard feature for all BYD. Hi BYD, please open the sunroof. And there's the reverse camera, nice and clear. You can also access the 360 camera here by pressing this button. There. Okay, let's go inside the back seat. This is a is this real? Subcompact category, pero look at that. Ang luwag-luwag. This is my driving position. Ayan, ay luwag-luwag. 3 fists. I can cross my legs. Pwede ako mag-de-quattro like that. It's so comfortable. And again, I would like to mention of all the BYD cars that I've seen, talagang mas mahaba talaga siya dito. Feeling sofa. I think by at least an inch. Mas mahaba siya. Look at that, ang luwag-luwag. Nice elbow room. Nice headroom. Nice visibility dito. The window sill is not too high or the seat is not too low. So maganda. It's nice to be sitting here on long drives. And you have your armrest here. Soft, comfortable. 2 medium-sized cup holders. And you have 3 headrests, which should suggest that this should be able to accommodate 3 passengers. Is it possible? I think so. Ayan. Yeah, 3 of me can sit comfortably here, even on long drives. You have 2 LED lamps here, and then down here you have 2 aircon vents, some storage, and 2 USB-C ports. And of course, very typical, very common among BYD cars, this nice and sporty bucket seat. Alright, yun nga lang, the headrest is not separated from the main back seat. So there is no more adjustment. I cannot tell yet if this would be comfortable in the long run. And then the back seats can be folded forward to accommodate more cargo at the back. Ayan. So na-split siya 60-40. There you go. Nice. There is a small button here to open the trunk. There you go. Nice space. Malalim. Look at that. This is a large size umbrella, you know, ang haba niyan. And pwede mo siyang ipasok ng ganyan. And you still have about 4 inches dito. Ganun kalalim. Here sa gilid, meron kang storage with net to stabilize your cargo. And then here's the charging cable that comes with the car. Ayan, I think this is the okay, this is the portable cable that you can plug to a grounded power socket at home. So again, since this is the premium variant, the battery of this one is also blade, similar with the one that's in the C-Line 6. This is 18.3 kilowatt hour. Alright, so yung charging time nito, pag pinag mo sa bahay, just using the portable cable is about the same, mga 8 hours. But if you are able to plug this or charge this sa mga 7 kilowatt hour, the charging time is about 3 hours or less. And another thing, napansin nyo to, kahit pati ba naman the metal part here that holds the trunk, binalot pa nila ng plastic. Little things that you would appreciate, little things that that would make you feel na premium yung sasakyan mo. You know? Kasi di ba may ibang brands na wala na silang pakialam. Kumisan nga, kupas-kupas yung pintura dito sa loob. So, BYD really wants to make you feel special. And then here sa left side, meron siyang shape na ganyan, dalawa, oh. Parang it's a cover for something. So, malikot ang utak natin. Silipin natin. Ayun! It really is a cover. There's the battery. Ayan, may access sa battery siguro for, I don't know, maintenance or if there's something that needs to be serviced. So, access siya. So, dalawa. And here, tingnan natin. Well, walang spare tire. What you have is a tire repair kit. Andito yung compressor mo. This is the sealant. And you have an EWD, tow hook, and a reflective vest that you need to wear if you are working on your car or fixing the tire on the roadside. And let me just show you the entire space when you fold this down. Nice. So I think yung mga mahilig mag-golf, I think that is long enough to accommodate your golf, whatever you call it, accessories and whatnot. Here on the right side is the charging port for the battery. Yan. Here on the left is your access to the fuel tank. Okay, before we start driving, let's get some more familiarity with the instrument cluster na nakakatuwa kasi malaki lang siya ng konti sa cellphone ko. Right now we are on eco mode. If I want to change that, let me see. Well, yeah, let's start with eco mode muna. Alright? Kasi last time when I tried the C-Line 6, hindi ako marunong pa how to set this view. So this time, eto, kita na natin. We can see the battery there and the motor. It's connected to the two front wheels and there's the gas engine. We will see later kapag nag-activate yung engine. Yun talaga yung gusto kong makita eh. Okay, eco mode. Our state of charge is 90%. The estimated range of the gas engine is 1,096 kilometers. Right? So tingnan natin. With the high state of charge, sinasabi, based on what I've read, yung behavior ng Super DMI is it will avoid running the gas engine as much as possible. Alright? So, ikot tayo dito. So far, as usual, of all the BYD cars that we've driven, ang lambot talaga ng steering wheel. Very comfortable, very nice to drive. I can feel the comfortable suspension. I can feel it play with the uneven road surface. There is a very light road noise from the tires. Tolerable. Okay. We are now at 40 kilometers per hour. If I step on the pedal, There. Let's go up faster. Let's go 50, 52, 58. Faster a little bit. Eco lang to, very responsive. So far everything is battery. There you go. I reach 65, 60. I'm consuming about 18 kilowatt hours. When I release the pedal, it goes down to -8, -9. So some of those energy have been recovered. Bilisan natin ng konti. Eco mode, oh my god, very responsive. Eco mode lang yan. 72, 75. As I went faster, mga 50 kph, halos nawala na yung road noise. At around 78, I was consuming 100 kilowatt hour. Maganda. I also felt the steering wheel tightened up a little bit. Let's turn left here. Okay, floor.
Oh my goodness. Hindi na ako kuha.
Woo! All I can hear is wind noise a little bit dito sa may gilid, but I think that's expected. Not that I'm saying that the NVH is bad. I was already hitting 70, 75 kilometers per hour, and I think that's expected because it's an open air dito sa area na to. And still, hindi ko nakita dito sa illustration that the gas engine was triggered or that the gas engine helped the motor. Okay? So now that we know a little bit more about the DMI, with knowing that the SOC is still quite high, so parang hindi ko pa dapat i-expect that the engine will start and help the motor. So siguro, let's try. Eco mode, sobra powerful. Parang yung eco mode, parang sport mode na ng ICE, ng gas engine. So let me change to normal. Kung may difference. No, let's go straight to sport para malaki ang difference. Alright? So, ayan. Ang parang complaint ko lang is when you select the drive mode, it takes about 2 to 3 seconds before the menu here disappears. So, parang if you're in a hurry, hey, what's going on? And there's no option to an OK button or enter button. Wala siyang ganon. So you just really have to wait for that dialog box to disappear. And now we are in sport mode. Let's check. Nobody is around. 3, 2, 1. Bam! Umiyak ang gulong. Oh my God. Okay, I reached only 95. That was a lot of power. The tires were crying for a long time. And medyo takot lang ako tumingin or pabilisin pa ng sobrang mabilis. Kasi medyo end of the road na doon. As I was also trying to look at the illustration here, hindi umandar yung gas engine. So, I'm not really sure kung kailan talaga ito matitrigger. Siguro pag talagang mababa ang kapag talagang mababa ang state of charge mo. Probably if this is set at 25 or 30 to engage the generator, siguro pag medyo mababa, tsaka lang. Pero kapag ganito, naka full charge, almost full pa yung battery, it will really just use the battery, the motor, as much as possible. Talagang iiwasan niyang gamitin yung gas. Ang ganda ng ganitong design. Tipid na tipid. So, let's accelerate a little bit more and then release the pedal. negative 8, negative 9. I'm charging, negative 9, 8. Charging, the road is downhill, negative 8, negative 7. So for that stretch, I don't know, siguro for that amount of energy that I consume doing that hard acceleration, siguro 20-30% I was able to recover because of the regenerative braking. So guys, going back to the test drive, the reviews that we did with the Sea Lion 6. This is now the second plug-in hybrid na nirelease ni BYD dito sa Philippines, right? Kasi before the Seal 5, yung Sea Lion 6 lang ang plug-in hybrid. The Atto 3, the Tang, Han, Dolphin, Seagull, they're all full EV, battery EV. So ngayon, dalawa na ang plug-in hybrid ni BYD. And sabi nila, this, medyo secret pa, the pricing of this car is under 1 million. So kung ako, when I reviewed, for our use case, when I reviewed the Seagull, I also like it because it's small, it's nimble, pero hindi pa talaga applicable sa amin yung full EV. So I was thinking, what's gonna happen with our second car later on? So medyo natuwa ako to learn na eto ngayon, there's the BYD Seal 5. It's big enough for us as a family, comfortable to for 5 persons. Kasi nga kami, if we are going to have a second car, mas practical pa rin sa amin yung second car na magfi-fit pa rin kaming family. Alright? So, eto na naman si BYD. Pinag-iisip na naman ako. Di ba? I mean, saka makita ganito. Plug-in hybrid, naka Super DMI, like the Sea Lion 6, and it's under 1 million Philippine pesos. Very reasonable, di ba? Very competitive yung price. And the same, although the interior is not as premium as the Sea Lion 6, pero i-compare mo naman to sa mga competitors niya, premium pa rin to. This is, if you are in the market for a Vios, a subcompact, ano ba mga kalaban ngayon? Vios, Honda City, i-compare mo naman. Look at that. Kahit paanong tipid ng Vios, we all know that 1.3, 1.5 na ba engine ng Vios ngayon, sobrang tipid, di ba? Pero eto, naka-hybrid ka, naka-super DMI ka, kahit paanong tipid ng 1.3 mo, hindi kayang matalo ang fuel efficiency nitong super DMI. And magkano ba yung top of the line na Vios, yung top of the line na City? Kumpara mo dito. So, napapaisip na naman ako nito Okay, so let's go back in terms of driving dynamics. Maganda ang handling niya. Okay, let's take this turn. Medyo mabilis at 40-50. Oh, maganda. Okay naman. Hindi mo naman ito ipangkakarera. Look at that. And let's do a U-turn here. Madali lang ba siya mag-U-turn? Nice. Ayan, oh. Ang sarap. This is a big car, okay? Kapag sa subcompact segment, this is considered big. Okay? Pero sa lambot ng manibela, sa lakas ng power ng engine, akala mo maliit lang na kotse ang dala mo. And because malaki nga siya, stable siya sa mga curves. Doon mo lang siya mararamdaman na malaki kasi hindi siya malikot masyado eh. Pero yung lightness, yung when you step on the pedal, yung response nung motor, ng engine, yung acceleration na mafe-feel mo visually and yung maririnig mong takbo ng hangin, para ka lang nagda-drive ng maliit na kotse. Okay? Let's do it again. Ayan. Ayan, oh. Look at that. Kung umiyak yung gulong. Naka-sports mode pala tayo ulit, sorry. Okay. Look at my steering wheel. Look at my hands. And then look at the road kung gaano kabilis mag-accelerate. Nice. Mabot lang tayo ng 98 and again, the gas engine did not come on. Tingnan niyo yung maneuvering. Look at the steering wheel. Nice, di ba? Maganda to, nandito tayo sa controlled environment. Nice! Maganda, very responsive. Wala na akong masabi. Wala akong maipintas. It's so quiet dito. The usual na mga tinitingnan ko yung quality ng interior materials. Very premium. Yung pagkakalapat nila, the fit and finish na pinag-uusapan namin ni my brother-in-law Ted. I really agree. Magandang pagkakagawa. Tama ba yung Tagalog term ko? Langit-ngit. Walang tumutunog dito sa mga corners. Yung kaninang pag sharp turn ko, nagtutwist yung chassis, yung body ng sasakyan. That's how you can also test kung maganda yung pagkakakabit ng mga internals niya. Kasi pag nag-twist yung body, magtutwist din sila. Pag pangit, maririnig mo may tumutunog, may nagba-vibrate. Dito wala, solid. The dashboard feels solid. Wala akong naririnig na umangal na parang naipit. Wala. Okay? Hard acceleration, parang sige lang. She will give it to you. Everything. Kung anong gusto mo. So, I think, ngayon lang ako nagkakaroon ng conclusion just going back to the Sea Lion 6 nga, yung test drive na ginawa ko. Kasi when we did the test drive, mataas pa yung state of charge niya. So, nag-hard acceleration din ako doon, I think twice. At hindi ko rin talaga naramdaman yung engine na umandar. And with the test drive that we just did, talagang hindi nga siya. Kasi nga, during the SL6 testing, di pa ako marunong mag-set nitong menu dito. So, hindi siya ganito ang view. So, ngayon ko lang to nakikita, and I can tell you, hindi talaga umandar yung gas engine. So, just imagine, this is a sedan, and you are in the market for a Vios or an Altis or a Civic, pang daily car mo, daily driver mo, going to the office or going to for your business. Meron kang range na 1,095 kilometers ng full tank mo. Tapos kung nakakapag-charge ka pa sa bahay, my God, baka every 3 months, every 4 months ka na lang magpapagasolina. O baka nga hindi, baka every 6 months eh. Yun nga lang, bantayan nyo kasi, yung gas natin is what? 10%, 20% ethanol? Napapanis ba yun? Diba? Baka mapanis yung fuel natin sa fuel tank. Kaya once in a while, gagamitin nyo rin. So, I'm really glad. I'm really happy na dumating sa atin si BYD. Namulat tayo na, uy, pwede pala yun. For that price point, pwede naman palang hindi tipirin. Diba? Nasanay tayo pag mga base model, entry model, black bumper, black yung door handle. Alam mo yun, naka-drum brakes. Tapos biglang ito ngayon si BYD. Binigay na sa atin lahat. Diba? Well, of course, for sure, may mag-argue sa inyo about durability and reliability. Well, yeah, I would agree that is a concern. So, titingnan natin habang tumatagal si BYD. Let's see how AC Mobility will manage the brand. Pero ako, confident ako that they will take care of it. Okay, that's it guys. I hope you like this video. Watch out for the official launching of the BYD Seal 5 DMI on November 21, Thursday, at BGC Amphitheater. They will have a test drive event, participate or go there so that you get your own first-hand experience driving this BYD Seal 5 DMI. Alright, as always, drive safe. Bye. Please do not forget to follow our social media accounts. We are on YouTube, Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok.